Ooh, and we're starting off with a big bang here, folks. These two just ran at each other and knocked heads. Alfred's out tonight in his MMA gear, which has got his version of war paint, so we don't know that he's taking this real serious. He's pissed off. So, backstory for all the newbies here. These two have been in a little bit of a feud. Recently, Alfred had a match against a YouTube personality, Prince of Macedon, who is here in AZW EFED, Pro Wrestling EFED land, because I decided he would be. And Overcenter interfered in that match. Wasn't very effective, but, you know, during the match itself, Alfred still ended up winning, but because of that interference, I guess Overcenter kind of still got what he wanted, because it was declared a no contest. Going for that big choke slam he likes to use as a move to soften people up, but it was blocked by Alfred. Into the corner. Oh! Big uppercut there in the corner. Alfred, with his martial arts and mixed martial arts, wrestling, boxing experience, probably one of the top 5 punchers in the entire Fed, maybe even in the top 3, I'm not sure. He's a pretty damn hard puncher. I think Georgie Jones would probably give him a run for his money, because he also has quite a bit of boxing and wrestling. Well, the wrestling doesn't have a whole lot to do with it, but the boxing background, of course. I'd definitely say those two are in the top 3. Not sure who would be the 3rd. We've got some really hard hitters here, so top 5 at least. But Alfred is one hell of a puncher. Really heavy-handed. Ooh, there's a Dragon Sleeper. Looks like he's working the submission game tonight, along with those hard punches. It's kind of what he likes to use a lot of the time. Although he generally works this style in the stalwart division and the what is now the middleweight division. Heavyweight division, he usually is a bit more, tries to be a bit more high impact with suplexes and whatnot, but he's working his style tonight, and it looks like he's managing to force Overcenter to work it to, ooh, just took him down with a clothesline. So this match came about for tonight's card, big card, the Havok for the holidays, because, of course, that match being declared a no contest, Alfred was more than a little pissed off. And I think he's probably sick of this shit with Overcenter. Now, the backstory for the newbies is that Overcenter won the heavyweight title from Alfred's stablemate Cabal. And Alfred called in some favors to get, you know, what for the heavyweight division is a pretty fast championship match. Because normally, you know, we have a couple of titles that are defended on a regular basis, but usually, like the heavyweight tag titles, the middleweight title, they're usually not defended as often. So it was kind of a fast match to defend the title for Overcenter compared to what would normally happen. Cabal decided to take a bit of a hiatus to get some R&R to rest and recuperate from some nagging injuries. That was the story that the floating around the back, you know, the scuttlebutt, you know, the rumors, the water cooler talk.
1, 2,
Ooh, that was kind of crazy.
4,
Suicide dive splash.
5,
Alfred really pulling out all the stops here tonight, folks. He does not want Overcenter to walk away with a win here. He is pissed off. He wants the win. Well, obviously, he wants the win himself, but you know what I mean. Oh, knocked in the corner, headbutt, and buckle bomb. Big old buckle bomb. Block there. Big old punch. Another one of those knock your block off punches from Alfred. So, Alfred managed to get that match for the title. He won. Then Overcenter had to call in some favors of his own to get a rematch, and he won. But then, at Nefarious in November, our first big supercard for the YouTube show, Cabal came back, challenged for the title because as a former champ who had defended the title several times. He was entitled to a rematch. He didn't have to call in any favors. There was a running, just whipped him into the ropes and then headbutted him as he came off of him. That was vicious. Enziguri. And Overcenter lost the title. So basically he's been blaming Alfred for the whole fiasco. There's an octopus stretch broken up by the ropes pretty quickly. He basically has been saying that Alfred took advantage of, and there's an abdominal stretch, holding that in for quite a while too. That has got Overcenter holding his head. His torso can't be feeling too damn good either after that. Going up top, what's he going to do here? Big double underhook suplex. Ooh. Even more damage to that midsection. So Overcenter, as I said, has been blaming Alfred for losing the title, saying basically that he took advantage and was, forced him to have those, all those matches so close together when normally that wouldn't happen. There's a big choke slam. Alfred's pretty much been in control so far in this match. That could be a turning point for Overcenter. But Alfred's pretty damn tough, so I'm going to have to see what happens here. Going for another one of those arm whips, but blocked. Into the ropes. Caught the ropes. Overcenter. Into the ropes. Big elbow. Body. Body slam. Picking him up. Grab. And got a big kick there. So, as I was saying, Overcenter blames Alfred for the whole thing going down. Exchanging blows there. Alfred gets the better of it again. And since the way we do things here at AZW is that if you have defended a title successfully a few times, you can, and then you lose it, you can get a rematch. But even if you win the title, if you have not defended it enough times, and then you lose it, you go down to the bottom of the card, or the roster, or not the roster, the division rankings. Another big choke slam. Looks like Overcenter might be getting control of things here. Well, Alfred goes behind, but takes an elbow to the face. Side of the head, maybe. So, and there's a big uppercut, just knocking off Overcenter's block, knocking his block off, yeah. It's another one of those kicks. He needs to watch himself. He's holding his midsection there now. As I was saying, he's taking quite a bit of punishment to both his head and his torso. So that's what led up to Overcenter interfering in that match, as I was talking about towards the beginning of this. He blames Alfred for losing the title and being put back at the bottom of the rankings. And there is another big punch from Alfred, just knocking off Overcenter's block. Taking him down, has him up, he's got him in a weird naked choke there. Maybe just a sleeper with the hooks in. Into the ropes though. And that is, that's what led up to this match. Oh, looks like Alfred just got busted open there. The headbutt. There's a snapmare takeover. Alfred gets him going back into that octopus stretch there. That's Oh, and there's the tap out there, folks. That puts a lot of pressure on the head and torso. Exactly the areas that Alfred's been working on throughout this entire match, and that was a tap out. So I guess it just depends on whether or not Overcenter is going to keep pushing the issue here on whether we see any more of this feud or not, folks. Overcenter has quite a temper on him, and he really feels that Alfred is the cause of his, downfall, I guess you could say, because he's been top of the scene for quite a while in the heavyweight division, and now with all that went down, he's pretty much down at the bottom of the rankings again. And he's not going to be looking at a title shot again for quite some time, so it kind of looks like he's determined to take out all that frustration on Alfred, and I kind of have a feeling that this match isn't going to put the fire out. I think it's just going to make it even hotter. So I'm thinking this will probably keep going, but we'll have to see. As of now, there's nothing on the books. Neither one of them, obviously have said that they're going to want another match after this one, regardless of what happens. So we don't know what's going to go on here, folks. It's just going to depend on, tomorrow, basically. So, thanks for watching the match. I hope you had good holiday times, and Happy New Year. We'll be back with more Havok for the holidays, after a short break. See you there.